In the sweltering heart of Central Florida, among the palmettos and citrus groves, lies one of America's most overlooked agricultural mysteries, Florida's sun-blind cows, and the majestic white birds trained to guide them. Local farmers have long whispered about the birds of Osceola, a term used to describe the snowy egrets that walk alongside the region's cattle. While to the casual observer it may appear that the birds are merely scavenging bugs stirred up by hooves, Floridian ranchers know the truth. These cows are blind, and the birds are their guides. According to ranch records dating back to the 1940s, cows in this region began developing photoocular desensitization syndrome, PDDS, a condition allegedly caused by prolonged exposure to Florida's relentless sunlight. These animals are raised under nearly 300 days of blinding UV a year, explains Dr. Raleigh Pendergrass, an independent cattle optometrist. Over time, their eyes just said, nope. As the cows' vision deteriorated, ranchers noticed that the egrets, previously seen as nuisances, began walking directly in front of them, keeping a gentle pace and guiding them toward grazing pastures and water troughs. By 1973, this behavior had become so prevalent that the University of Central Florida briefly launched a now debunked avian behavioral navigation research program, which received federal funding and one accidental military contract. The program's early success led to the establishment of the Florida Avian Training and Integration League, FATIL, a now defunct organization responsible for teaching the egrets standardized herding commands such as graze, halt, and moo at strangers. Each egret was paired with a single cow for life, a bond that researchers claimed rivaled that of seeing-eye dogs and their handlers. One 1981 documentary, Wings of the Pasture, famously followed the story of Bessie and Captain Fluff, an inseparable cowbird duo that survived 3 hurricanes and a barn fire by relying solely on echolocation and mutual trust. Skeptics argue that the entire blind cow phenomenon is little more than a misinterpretation of natural behavior mixed with rural myth-making. However, believers point to the uncanny synchronicity between bird and bovine, coordinated turns, synchronized grazing, and the eerie moo call that occurs when an egret strays too far from its charge. Though FAIL was officially shuttered in 1989 due to a misappropriation of funds involving embezzled birdseed, the legacy lives on. Today, many Florida cattle are still followed by their feathered guides, calmly, methodically, and with an almost spiritual sense of duty. Visitors to certain ranches in Osceola and Okeechobee counties may still witness this quiet phenomenon. Just don't ask too many questions. As one anonymous rancher put it, you don't train the birds, they choose the cows. You either believe it or you get kicked in the head. As far as science is concerned, the matter remains unsettled. But on hot Florida afternoons, in fields shimmering with heat and humming with crickets, blind cows still graze calmly, led by elegant white birds with a sense of purpose and possibly a tiny diploma in animal guidance.